Hello everyone, myself Vikrant Chandrashive. Today we are discussing about DNA replication in eukaryotic organism. So, in a previous lecture we have discussed about the DNA replication in a prokaryotic organisms. So, the DNA replication in case of eukaryotic is very much complicated because it involves number of proteins molecules and enzymes. So let us start. The eukaryotic DNA replication is different from the prokaryotics and many proteins work during this process. The replication process is a semi-conservative type. The eukaryotic DNA is a complex structure associated with a protein and the structure is not easily available for the replication process. As you know that the DNA is composed of the different acids, that's why it is called as acids, that is the phosphoric acids, and these negative charge attract with the histone protein positive charge. That's why the DNA is fed with these chromosomes. Okay, so the DNA is not easily accessible for the replication process because the histone protein is always associated with the DNA. There are four different types of histone protein that associate with DNA. Okay, H1, H2A, H2B, and H4. Okay. Next, the DNA replication in eukaryotic occurs at the S phase of cell cycle, but the cell prepared for the replication starts from G1 phase of cell cycle. Okay. As you know that the S phase is called a synthetic phase. What it synthesize the DNA. But actually the process is initiated with the raw material, that is G1 phase. All the raw material which is to be required for DNA replication process, they are synthesized in G1 phase of cell cycle. Steps in eukaryotic DNA replication. The DNA replication involves different proteins and enzymes work together to complete this process. In eukaryotic, ORIC, that is sites, is a recognition for the replication process. See here, the ORIC site is also present in bacteria that was different, and this eukaryotic organism that was different. In case of yeast, that is lower eukaryotic, the site is called as ARS sites. Okay. In eukaryotic, there are multiple sites for the DNA replication process. Okay, we see in a bacteria there is a single origin replication sites, but in case of eukaryotic organisms there are multiple replication sites because the eukaryotic chromosome is very large one. Okay, all these DNA replication process will be completed within 24 hours. Okay, so in eukaryotic, DNA replication is a bidirectional process. The each and every ORIC sites gives the replication formation. As you know that is also called as the replication bubbles. You see in the previous lectures. Okay. The replication starts with the recognition of pre-replication complex. That is shortcut. It is called as PRC. Okay. At the ORIC, see here there is a one ORIC site, and this ORIC site is first initially recognized by pre-RC. Okay, that is pre-replication complex. The origin recognition complex initiate the replication process. Okay, let's see the DNA. What is the basic difference between prokaryotic DNA and the eukaryotic DNA polymerases? Okay, we see here the prokaryotic DNA polymerase are the three different types: DNA polymerase 1, DNA polymerase 2, and DNA polymerase 3 in case of prokaryotic. But you see that the eukaryotic DNA polymerase is much more complicated because it composed of different subunits. A single DNA polymerase that synthesize whole genomic DNA in case of eukaryotic organisms. Okay. The structure of DNA polymerases in eukaryotic is a holoenzymes. Holoenzymes means composed of different proteins. The DNA polymerase composed of different subunits. Each subunit has different functions. The subunits of DNA polymerase involves alpha, beta, delta, epsilon, theta, tau, psi, and much more complicated structure and subunits is there. Okay, not even though we see the alpha, beta, but there are number of subunits is there, and each subunit functions differently. Okay. So the DNA replication starts with the loading of helicase enzymes. Obviously, there is a first thing is to unwind the DNA, okay, to break their double-stranded bond. In eukaryotic organism, the MCM proteins, that is called as mini chromosome maintenance proteins, work as helicase. See here, the difference between proteins working in prokaryotic and eukaryotic organisms is different, but the common name is helicase. Okay, they mainly involves in a breaking between double bonds, okay, in a DNA, and it makes the double stranded DNA into single stranded forms, but the protein is different. In eukaryotic, that is the MCM proteins, the helicase loader, obviously MCM proteins to be loaded by someone, MCM 227, that loads the helicase. If mutation in this protein, the replication process does not initiate. Okay, MCM 227 is act as the helicase loader. The DNA polymerases is a holoenzyme. Each subunits work differently during replication process. See here the structure of replication. The original recognition site is there. MCM protein is there first initially. This is origin recognition complex where binds. After the binding of ORC complex, this MCM proteins comes binds, and the replication process should be proceeds. Okay. See here we see in the structure. Okay. So in case of eukaryotic or organism, the MCM proteins act as the helicase activity. See here. Okay. First it act as the helicase activity. Okay, then we see that the DNA polymerase alpha subunit is working on this, DNA polymerase epsilon is working on this. There is a ligase enzymes. Okay, there is a ligase enzymes is there. Then there is one more is subunit, that is DNA polymerase delta is working on this. Apart from this, the FAN1 is working on this. Okay, one strand is leading strands, one standing act as the lagging strands. Okay, one strand is act as the leading strand and one strand is act as the lagging strand. In a leading strand, the DNA polymerase epsilon is working on it, and the lagging strand, the DNA polymerase alpha and DNA polymerase delta is working on it. Okay, see here the structure, there are number of proteins who work together in this process. Okay, the subunits epsilon work on the leading strands and synthesize new strands, start from 5' to 3' direction. The subunit delta work on the lagging strands and synthesize the DNA from 3' to 5' direction. But due to Trumbaugh's model, the overall DNA replication process is always from 5' to 3' direction. The working shifting from the epsilon to delta is called as polymerase switch. Okay, the SSB proteins keep both the strands in a single stranded form. Here we use the general term of SSB proteins. Okay, the DNA polymerase alpha subunit synthesize the primers. Okay, as you know that in case of prokaryotic, the primase is act as the primer synthesis, but in case of eukaryotic, the alpha subunit synthesize the primers. The subunit participate in DNA repair mechanism also. So alpha subunit both processing, including, that is, it synthesize the primers, and other thing is it mainly involves in a DNA repair mechanism. During the replication process, one strand is continuously synthesized and another strand is discontinuously synthesized. The discontinuously fragment is called as Okazaki fragment. After termination of flap is formed by the RNA primers that was synthesized by the alpha subunits was removed by delta subunits of the DNA polymerases. Like prokaryotic and eukaryotic replication also involves DNA ligase enzymes to fill the gap. Thank you.